Java works out which objects are no longer needed using a very simple rule. Any object on the heap which cannot be reached through a reference from the stack is eligible for garbage collection. So let's have a look at an example. We've had an application running which has created some objects on the heap. There's a list called myList and there's a double. Now the variable storing the double value is no longer on the stack. We've exited the code block where this variable was declared, so it has been popped off the stack. Because of this, the double object is now not reachable from any local variable on the stack. Since it isn't referenced, it can never be used again, and so it's garbage, or more correctly, it's eligible for garbage collection. We'll use the word garbage to describe this object, meaning it can be collected as garbage at some point in the future. The correct term to use here is unreachable objects on the heap are eligible for garbage collection. It's not quite correct to say unreferenced objects, because it's possible for an object which is referenced to still be garbage. Here, for example, we've got a list referencing two customer objects, but the reference to the collection has been lost. So we know that the collection is garbage, it cannot be reached from anything on the stack. And because this collection is garbage, the objects that are referenced by this collection are also unreachable, so they're also garbage. So the point is that it doesn't matter that customer A and customer B have references pointing to them. What matters is that they cannot be reached from a reference from the stack. The other possibility is circular references. Here we've got an example of three objects that all reference each other, but none of them are reachable from the stack, so they're all garbage. They're all eligible for garbage collection. Actually, I should just say here for completeness that static objects, as we know, are referenced from the metaspace. So when we're talking about the garbage collector determining which objects are available for garbage collection, I really should say it's any object which is unreachable from the stack or from the metaspace. Because these static objects will never be lost, the references from the metaspace will never be deleted, these objects will never be eligible for garbage collection. So we'll forget about static objects at this point and just talk about the stack and the heap, but I suppose to be complete, at least we now know how static objects fit into this picture. The important point here is that Java is working out which objects are eligible for garbage collection, and it's not something that is our responsibility as a programmer to control.